afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. The Greg A weather report of the day. It is absolutely beautiful out today. Couple things going on today. We do have to finish the oil change, which we did not finish yesterday. I'll go over that. I'll go over the oil filter, which I was mentioning yesterday. We do have to swap the headlight configuration. To put the 06 headlight style, this is a 9007, I believe, from a 05. We are now switching to a 9008, which requires a different socket, a different headlight. So I have the pigtails to convert that. And then we can install the headlights. Like I mentioned, the oil change. I have to put the fender liners in. We also need to wash the truck. It is bothering me. We are dropping the truck off to someone else tomorrow. I'll explain later, but we want to wash it so it's nice and clean for them. So without delay, let's get this day started. Alrighty guys, starting off the video, we are going to continue and finish doing the oil change on the 05. So like I mentioned yesterday, this is a System 1 oil filter. Primarily, I guess you would call, say, for competition use. This pretty much allows you to take it apart, check basically all of the screens and everything inside here. Say it's a pull truck, you could do it after every pull. Say it's a race truck, you could, basically after every event, pull this apart and check all the screens and stuff inside here, just to double check to make sure you don't have an issue. So this pulls apart kind of like so. Basically like that. So boom, boom, like that. Now on a normal truck, I would say this is probably not anywhere near needed. This actually takes quite a bit of time, because once you pull it all apart, then you got to use whatever you're going to use to clean it all. It's kind of a pain in the butt. It takes quite a bit of time to do this, so not really recommended for just an everyday kind of use. I mean, it's not a really expensive investment, but at the same time, time is money, and this takes quite a bit of time to clean. So we're just going to fast forward through that and then put it back on the truck. Alrighty, a little bit of time and we are all ready to go back together. You can then put your O-rings back around everything. Obviously you don't want to clean them with all the O-rings on, especially if you're using something that could damage them. And that's pretty much it. That's a wrap on this thing. So again, just lets you monitor what's going on with your engine a little bit closer, from pull to pull or pass to pass. I looked online. I mean, they don't really give you filters better, flows more kind of thing, but this is what a lot of competition guys use on their rigs. So again, if it's just a street truck, probably going to save a lot of time going with just a normal style oil filter. I'm sure somebody's going to comment that you didn't fill up the oil filter, so we're going to do that as well. I used to use Schaefer's in this motor when it was a little bit more readily available. Now I am just using good old AMSOIL. Alrighty guys, just wanted to give you a quick peek underneath. Got the drain pan all tightened up, but the oil pan was powder coated when we did the motor, and some nice stainless hardware. Also had the trans pan powder coated that copper as well. So for those who are going to ask, this is 2.5 gallons, hence the other 2 quarts that I had put in previous to this big mamba. All right, so for all of you oil analysts out there, because I know there's some of you guys who think that I just put Napa stuff in everything I own, which is not true. Tell me the difference. AMSOIL makes this silver bottled 1540, and then they make like a black 1540. I don't really know the difference. I looked through the catalog and I couldn't really tell you. I don't know if it's an extended oil change period oil doesn't really stay in the race truck longer. It's a very short interval. I can't even tell you. A couple races, couple dyno. I mean, it gets changed before 5,000, probably more like 3,000, if that. So if it's just an extended period of time, then I don't care all that much. I didn't know if there's a major difference between the silver bottle and the black bottle. So AMSOIL people out there, you tell me. Alrighty, so if you have an 03 to 05, this would be your normal 9007 socket as opposed to your 9008 or H13 or whatever the heck it's called. So you're gonna Greg A delete that. You're pretty much just gonna tie this into your existing harness. I just cut that and did some rudimentary garage style testing just to make sure I got the right configuration. So now that I know everything is correct there, we're just gonna solder everything together, wire loom it up, and plug in our headlights. So shouldn't be really too bad. These you can pretty much pick up anywhere, and then you just need to set a bulb. Down the road we might throw some HIDs or some LEDs in it, but for now we're just gonna get the headlights in, get the bulbs up and running, and go from there. Woohoo! We have the light. A little test action again. All right, this next one is gonna go super fast, right? Ready? Alrighty, and we are done with the headlights, people. And of course, you can plan all you want, but you can't plan for Mother Nature. We were actually, in that short time span of doing a headlight, actually doing a little lawn deleting, and it started pouring. But we got the back done. That's all I really wanted to get done. The truck wash, I don't know. It looks pretty clear over in the distance, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it clears up. Here is just another look with everything installed minus the front bumper. I did reach out to billetbadges.com to see if we can get a grill emblem shortly. That's the badge that I have on the 08, the Cummins, the nice Cummins badge. They're pretty pricey, but they're worth it. They're really, really nice pieces, but the only problem is usually the backlog to get them is like sometimes more than a month. So I reached out to them. Hopefully they get back to me shortly on Monday. Well, today, I guess you would say, and we can get that ordered. I've looked for other front grill badges for 06 to 08 or 09 front grills, and I haven't really found anything. I looked online, I can't even find an OEM one that seems to pop up. So I don't know. If you have an idea for the front grill badge, man, there's a whole lot of mumbling going on here. Front grill badge, let me know. Link it in the comments. But change of plans for everything as of right now. Just got a call from Gary Transu, the tint man, who has the first gen. You've probably been wondering where the heck is the first gen. He has been taking his time doing what he's doing on the first gen with the tint. The windshield, seeing that it's a gasket style front windshield, is a little tricky. It's not easy, and I give my hats off to him for taking the time to get it perfect. So we're gonna bounce over there, grab that. Andy is so kind enough to drive us over in the old Mega Slab. Alrighty, boys and girls, we made it home, and you cannot see a gosh dang thing inside this truck. So full specs is 20% on the windshield. All the way around we have 5% with another layer of 20 around it. So layered all around it except for 20 on the windshield. So we did make it home. For some reason, now let me just give you the rundown scenario. So, all right, let me back up. All right, so overfilled the transmission, didn't want to shift into overdrive, had no speedo. Okay, drained some fluid out of it, got some fluid out of it, seems to be somewhat in the correct level now. It's not anywhere near overfilled by any means. Now, still won't shift into overdrive, still doesn't have a tach, and now has a check engine light, and supposedly is overcharging. So all you first-gen gurus out there, before I go inside and do some research here, let me know what you think. It's not a bump scenario, but if I go down the road and it's at like a certain angle or something like that, everything comes back. The tach comes back for a second, the alternator gauge goes down to where it's supposed to be. Still doesn't shift into overdrive, but at least the light scenario, that's the first time the check engine lights ever come on. But let me know what you guys think. I don't know. Still drives, still made it home. Still a blast. I love this dang thing. This thing is awesome. Again, a huge shout out to Gary, GT Services, for tinting this thing. It looks amazing. Came out perfect. It being an older truck and a gasket style windows, these are not the easiest things to tint. So I am happy that it's perfect. It's great. So if you guys need anything tint, vinyl, truck lettering, give him a shout. All of his information will be in the video here. So what we are going to do right now is just get this thing washed quick. I've been saying it for far too long. We got to get all the bird crap off of it. Now, here at the Greg A Garage, there are some things that we don't do ourselves. 99.9, you guys know that I pretty much do everything. But air conditioning work is not one of them. I don't have an AC machine. There's certain things that you do need to do properly when it comes to air conditioning. It's not an overly complicated system, but I don't have the machine. So we are gonna bring that to another buddy of mine. He's got an AC machine, he's got a shop, he's gonna check it out. Technically, you know, your little AC Pro bottles, that's not really the correct way to do it. I don't even know if I recharged it after I put an AC compressor in it a while ago. So he's gonna check it out. He's gonna see if we need anything or not. I'm more than capable of changing the parts, but as far as the machine, evacuating, recharging getting oil, the right amount of oil in the compressor, there's a bunch of things that go into it. So an expert might be a little bit better on this, because all I really wanna do is flip that knob and put my windows up. So we're gonna get this thing washed for him, because nobody likes dealing with a dirty vehicle when they're working on it. So I'll get it washed for him, drop it off later tonight for him tomorrow. And done. Not my best, definitely not my worst. In the sunlight, what can you ask for? Alrighty guys, currently on the way to go drop off the 08. Sorry for the all-overness. We actually just had dinner with the family, with my brothers. So we are now after about, what is it, 8:30. Now dropping the truck off to the AC guy. Then gonna head back. The first gen is fixed. Kinda, sorta. Mostly all of the way fixed. When we get back, I'll show you exactly. Of course, it was my own stupid fault, and didn't hook up a ground. And go figure, one little ground makes all the difference in the world. Actually, I think one of you guys did mention that, and I think that was the reason why my one headlight was always looking like it was halfway on. A little daytime running light action on the first gen on the one side, but I think that was the headlight issue. I'm not sure about that, but it did fix 3/4 of the rest of the issues. But I'll go over that once we're back. We're just gonna go drop the truck off, hopefully get some news by the end of tomorrow and get it back and have it be much cooler. But for now, I need to roll the windows down because it's really hot in here. Alrighty, back at the house. Yeah, you really gotta yank that one. Okay, so here, even though you can't see, per usual, this ground right here, I just stuck it here just because it was the most convenient. There was a hole already there. I don't know if it was there or not, or over here or something like that, but that is the ground. Basically, the speedo now works, which it seems like it's reading kind of fast. The overcharging issue and the check engine light issue are good to go. Transmission fluid was a little bit low yet still, so I did fill that back up, but we still do not have overdrive. And the speedo seems like it's reading kind of fast. I feel like I'm going maybe like 20, 30, and it's already at like 40, but no check engine light, no overcharging. I think that was the headlight issue like I mentioned. So this ground should be good to go. Who knew? But that's fixed. Stupid Greg. But we'll see if the transmission fluid affects the possible no overdrive. The overdrive was working perfectly fine up until we did the trans service. So who knows? But anyway, we're gonna get the fans wired up, order some fans. Actually, do we have enough room in here? I'm not sure. We still haven't even ordered engine fans, but no big deal. Actually, of course, now that all the system is bled, I mean, this thing doesn't even try and get hot. I mean, we haven't been in dead set traffic, but good enough to drive 30 minutes, that's for sure. Alrighty guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Stay tuned, Johnny Send It update video coming very shortly. Should have his cylinder head back very, very soon. Gonna put that thing back together. Lots more to come. As always, stuff's always breaking. It's like a never-ending, revolving cycle of fixing crap. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button before you leave, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.